One common problem with Google Calendar is trying to figure out how to share each individual calendar because it is not as intuitive, or it may seem that way at first glance, as some of the other Google tools like iGoogle or Google Docs. So I'm going to take a minute here to show you how to do that. As you can see here, I'm logged into a Google Calendar and I'm on the weekly view as indicated by this selection right here. If I come over to My Calendars listings on the left hand side under the full month view, I can drop down this little selection arrow to get an expanded menu of options. The second option here is calendar settings. I'm going to go ahead and choose calendar settings, and I'm going to choose the second of the three tabbed options that I have here. I have calendar details, share this calendar, and notifications. I'll start with share this calendar, and I have a couple options. The first, of course, is to make this calendar public. If I check off this option, that will allow this calendar to not only be viewed by anyone in the world, but it will also appear in Google searches and show up in those results. One slight additional piece that I can add here is to only share my free and busy information. I don't necessarily have to give everyone my details. I'll leave that unchecked for now. That's the kind of the global idea of sharing. If I wanted to completely make this calendar open, that would be my choice. If I didn't want to do that and I just wanted to add individuals to the calendar, so coworkers, or your spouse, whoever, I can come in here and I can add an email address for that particular person. And when I do that, right here, I can choose to add that person, or I can set the permission settings from right here. So if I want to give, make changes to events, and that would be the second highest level of access, just behind changes and manage sharing, I can choose it here, and then I'm going to simply add that person. And as you can see right here, that person has been added, and they have make changes to the events as part of their access. Of course, if I want to take that person off of the calendar, I can simply click on the trash can to the right here and dump that person from having access. So that's two initial ways. I have one other thing I'd like to show you here. First, though, I'm going to go ahead and make this calendar public by checking off this option right here. And I am going to save this information. It will be viewed by the world. That's great. Choose yes. Okay, now I have a public calendar. The question now, though, is how do I distribute that to coworkers or students, whoever it may be? What do I do with it now? Because it's still stuck inside of my calendar and my login. The next step to distribute this calendar via email or on Twitter or whatever you'd like to do is come back into the settings here. Drop down our little expanded menu, choose calendar settings, and on the first tab, the calendar details, towards the bottom you'll see calendar address. And then to the right, I have XML, iCal, or HTML. I often find the easiest way to handle this situation is to simply grab HTML right here. And when I do that, it will give me the opportunity, or it will show me the link that please use the following address to access your calendar in any browser. This link right here, I can then take, highlight, right click and copy, and choose OK. And if you notice just here on the prior location under calendar address, it says this is the address for your calendar, and no one can use this link unless you have made your calendar public. So in the previous step where I made the calendar public, that gave me access to this HTML link, and now I can come up to any web browser and load that in that browser, paste it in the URL, and I get a full screen view of my calendar. And this happens to be a monthly view. I can click on weekly view, and there's that full calendar. That's how you can share your Google Calendar. I hope it helps, and take care.